Okay, let's step it up a notch here. So this time we don't have any of the totals that we need. But we've got multiple values in a couple categories. So like everything else, let's start off by plugging these into our boxes down here. Alright, so for resistor 1, we got 120 ohms. And we have a current value. So we've got 1 amp. For resistor 2, we've got 30 ohms. And for resistor 3, we've got a current value of 4 amps, and that's it. So with this information, we can see we can already find the voltage on this one right here. So let's go ahead and do some observation here that 120 times 1 would be 120. So this is 120 volts. Now, we can just carry this value all the way across for the voltages here. Because remember, the voltage across each individual resistor in a parallel circuit is going to be the same. So we're going to have 120 volts here, 120 here, and 120 here. We're just trying to figure out how much current is going down that path. So in this case, we've got 1 amp. And in this case, over here on 3, we have 4 amps. Those are our known values. So let's go ahead and fill in the values here on the box. 120 volts, 120 volts, and the total as well must be 120 volts. So if we take 120 and using Ohm's law divide that by 30 for resistor 2 here, we get 4 amps. And I can see that the resistor 3 is going to be the same, because if I divide 120 by 4 amps, I should get 30 ohms. So the values for resistor 2 and 3 are going to be the same. Now if I add up the current based on what we know about parallel circuits, that each branch adds up for the total current, I have 4 plus 4 plus 1, which gives us 9 amps. Now we can just use Ohm's law here to solve for the resistance. Since we have two values there, I can take 120 volts divided by 9 amps, and that gives me 13.333 ohms. Now to check that, we can use our trusty resistance formula. So remember, RT equals 1 over each of the individual resistors' reciprocal values. So if we got 1 over 120 plus 1 over 30 plus 1 over 30, again, we can let the calculator do all the work on that one, and that'll punch out our resistance total. So let's see what we got here. 1 divided by parentheses 1 divided by 120 plus 1 divided by 30 plus 1 divided by 30 should give us 13.333 continuing, which is exactly what we had there. Alright, so that should be our third example problem. If you guys are struggling on any of the assignments, we can do a couple of those together today as well. Let me know.